All right, guys, one of my favorite products because I love leather jackets. So this is Leather Honey Leather Conditioner. I want you to look at that. It actually resembles honey, maybe not quite the color, but it is about the thickness of honey, maybe just a little bit lighter viscosity. You got this QR code on the back for the directions, but here we go. So here's the jacket I'm going to be demonstrating this on. This jacket, I've already put a little bit on there, specifically on these two lapels. You can see there. Basically, I bought this jacket, and whoever had it hung up, the lapel was bent. So I was trying to really get that lapel moisturized to try to get it to lay flat again. But look at these shoulders, guys. This jacket is in some major need of repair and replenishment of the oils because it is very dry. I'm glad I feel like I got this jacket just in time and to really get some moisture back into this thing with these oils. But here's the back of it. You can really see. I love this jacket though. This is probably the heaviest jacket I've ever worn. But here you can just see the back of the arms. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product. So it's Leather Honey leather conditioner. Since 1968, makes leather last longer. And I completely agree with it. I've bought 4 bottles of this so far and used it on different coats. I've also used it on baseball gloves. I've used it on a leather briefcase, leather bag, briefcase, whatever it's called. And this protects and restores. It leaves no oily residue. It's water repellent and non-toxic. Now it says that one application will last 6 months. I've found that to be true and not true. Basically, it has lasted longer in some cases. So this is what the directions tell you to do. You're going to get a non-lint free cloth, and you're going to put a little dab on there, and then you're going to start going with it. But I have used this on different applications. So like if you've got large swaths of leather, this is a good way to do it. Like a briefcase or a bag or something like that. Something with some like structure to it. But I'll be honest, this is usually how I'm putting it on. I will just basically pour it on the leather, and I just use my bare hand and work this into the leather. One thing with this jacket is I have experience with this product, and I know it's going to drink this stuff up. And this video is actually over the course of about 10 different applications of this. So I would put it on, I would let it basically soak in, and then I would go back and do it again. This video took about 10 days to do. I would do you don't have to wait that long at all. You can basically put this stuff on and start wearing it immediately. It is going to be darker right at the beginning. It's going to be darker. But as the leather soaks it in, it is going to start to come back to kind of the color that you kind of had. It will get darker the more and more you put on. So here you can see I've got one arm done and the back of it. And here I just wanted to kind of demonstrate. This is after about 30 minutes of it soaking in. So you can see the one arm completely not done. And the other side is already starting to come back to life. And literally within 30 minutes, so it soaks in very fast. You can touch it. It doesn't get any oil back on your skin or anything like that. I will say you do want to be careful with this. And here you can see one side is treated, the other side is not. On the left and right, here on the upper arms is where it's treated on one side and not treated on the other. And of course, I haven't done any of the top right there. But you'll see the jacket get better and better and progress throughout this video. Do not get it on your liner. That's one place you don't want to get this stuff. So be careful if you're working close to the liner, or if you're applying it like I was and you're just kind of pouring it on. It will splash like any type of liquid a little bit. So just make sure not to get it on your liner. So here you can see I basically poured a little bit out on my countertop so that I could get these edges. Those edges are really dry too, and really needed some something to drink. You know what I mean? So here you can see basically that was the side that I treated before, and then now I've treated all the back of it, but it's starting that lighter color is starting to come back. So it's not going to be that dark for long once it soaks in, but if you keep applying it, it will start to get darker and darker and stay that darker color. So here you can see this is after an application, and it's already starting to, it's soaked it all in. I'm going to have to reapply. Now, this particular jacket, like I said, this is probably the heaviest leather jacket I've ever had, and it is thick leather, fantastic coat. But by the time that this video is done, I will have almost used a bottle and a half on this entire jacket. That's how in need of repair this jacket was. So keep that in mind. I hit these shoulders about 5 times a piece, and you can see they are still, this is probably after like 2 treatments on the arms, but the leather is very soft. If you notice up on the shoulder part of it versus the top of the sleeve part of the shoulder, you'll see it more shiny. It's because nobody treated this jacket before, and it actually kind of took some of the finish off. But guys, I love this. This is after about 5 treatments. I have a little bit left in this bottle. I'll do the top of these sleeves again, and then I'll be done. It's at least 75% better than what it was. I really like the texture. You kind of get some of those, lighter colors with the darker colors. You can kind of do that. I give this a great big thumbs up. I will continue to definitely buy this again in the future, and I think you would enjoy it.